You're listening to Edge Radio TV. The views and opinions expressed in this program are that of the hosts or guests, and not the Edge Radio Network or its advertisers or affiliates.
Hey, happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to How You Livin' on Edge Radio TV. Hope everyone had a great weekend. My name is Robin B. And hey, Dr. Kiva.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, how are you?
I am good. How was your weekend?
Don't ask. Don't ask. It was busy. I did get a little bit of gardening in, but for the most part, it was a working weekend. It was a lot. And I'm paying the price today. But yeah, we're going to talk about that, right?
Yeah, we're going to talk about.
Get us a guest on to teach me how to go Zen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're looking for anybody who can
Zen
help
masters.
Zen. Give us a call, and we will have you on to help Robin and most of us to be able to self-care.
That's
to be
one
able
of my
to
biggest
kind of
issues.
pull back and at least have a day where you can unplug from everything.
That is definitely
and for
my
gardening
biggest
is
challenge.
really that
gardening
thing for
is my
you.
favorite thing. And then what happens, it got real hot. So I got irritated. Right? But I got some in, so that helped. I've got to learn how to embrace the heat the same way I try to embrace the cold. So, I'm a summer girl.
So when it's cold, you're like,
I hate the
it's
cold.
too cold.
I hate the cold.
I'm from Boston. I don't like the cold.
Ain't that crazy?
And then when it gets too hot, it's too hot.
I was miserable.
I'm from Boston. I don't like the heat.
You're right. But you know what? You have a point. But I always say I'd rather sweat than freeze. I'd rather be hot than cold.
I don't know. When it hits 100 degrees, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I'll
a different
let you
story.
have that one.
You made me cuss. Right. Yeah, we're not looking for 100-degree weather at all.
Not in the least bit.
How was your weekend? Did you work all weekend?
If continuing education, learning more about PI.
Okay, what's PI?
Personal injury.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because in the clinic we deal a lot with personal injury clients.
Okay.
And so it's just learning all the ins and outs.
Like soft tissue fractures.
Like brain trauma.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you hit a car or you get rear-ended. Your brain gets all kind of, and that's
whiplash.
Really, so whiplash can affect brain trauma. Okay. And so we're looking at brain trauma and how even after you do therapy, say you do your therapy, a year into it, you probably still need therapy.
So is that something you treat as well?
Yeah, I do. I do a lot of
with brain trauma.
Oh no, I send them out to a neurologist.
I'm like, wow.
So I know how to send people out.
Okay. Okay, I'm like, wow. We're back with Mr. Ezra Spear, and he's talking all things financial today. And we're still on the subject of PPP loans because there's a short window left, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so when is the deadline?
Right now, it's May 31st. They have projected the funds have run out prior to then. But again, when you do apply, you still are looking at least a 3 to 4 week time period before you receive funds.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's not going to be applied 2 weeks later, I got my money.
Right.
Okay.
That's understandable.
But some people, they're anxious.
Right.
They're on the, on the basically business not going that great. They need it right now.
Understandable too.
Emotional with it.
Yes.
And then also, if you have received the first round of PPP money, trying to get a second round, you need to have a profit and loss statement in order to get qualified to get a second one.
Profit and loss.
Yeah.
So 2 questions. One, why should someone come to an expert like you to get it done instead of doing it themselves? And 2, is that something that we really want as a small business?
All right, so I'm gonna answer number 1. The reason why you come to somebody like me is because we know how to navigate those waters. Because I've had people who have tried to do it themselves, and I encourage everybody, do it yourself.
Right.
Don't pay anybody. But if you don't know what you're doing, especially if you know your book's not in order, you're gonna need help.
Okay.
And not everybody reading comprehension is not everybody's skill set. And financial terminology is like going to a doctor. If I go see you by my back, I just know it hurts.
Right.
That's it. That's all I got for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't really self-diagnose or medicate myself. I don't want to OD.
That's a good
you
point.
don't want to be in bankruptcy with me.
That's a good point.
I malpractice to know my name.
Exactly. So it's a situation where
it's like going to a specialist.
Exactly.
Basically. Okay.
And we help cut down that time, because if you do it wrong,
right,
you're gonna be, not getting any money. A lot of people who try to do it themselves didn't get any money.
Yeah, and especially with the deadline.
And that follow-up, that constant follow-up with SBA is a pain in the butt, right?
It is, and the whole time, it used to be short, but SBA now, they're open 7 days a week.
Okay.
7, even Sunday. I had clients calling me yesterday. They was trying to call me yesterday. I'm like, look, man, you call SBA. They're open right now.
I had no idea. They're open 7 till they're doing everything they can to help right now.
They can.
They're really trying to help recover.
So, but is it something that we should do ultimately?
Right. Now, going back to that question, and I want to ask the audience, when you sit down there and really think about your situation, are you trying to, what I call, maintain your business and provide for payroll purposes? Because that loan is for really payroll. They have made exceptions to include different things to get it forgiving. Or are you trying to scale your business or try to take a real bigger line item expenses? Because that loan is based on how much money you pay in payroll. Right? So it's not designed to really give you that extra cushion for your business to really grow your business.
Right.
Okay. Now the other loan, the EDIL loan, has more leeway with it and a higher dollar amount, but it also is credit based. Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yes, it was credit based. So
if you have good credit, you're ahead.
It's not even good credit. You just gotta be decent credit. I mean, the credit score is a 570.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, no, okay, but now here's the thing though. With the PPP, some people do get loan forgiveness.
That's
right. That's the
now
difference,
with the other one, is there even a program for loan forgiveness?
It's no, but you must understand what loan forgiveness means.
Okay. Well,
loan forgiveness means you are paying payroll taxes.
Okay.
So you still got to pay the taxes.
Exactly. So part of the forgiveness process, that loan was designed to keep people from being on unemployment.
Right.
To the verification shows that even if you go get, whatever payroll services you want to use, you're not paying for no endorsements. I don't name any right now. So, but they have to pay payroll taxes.
Okay.
So let's say you have 10 employees, yourself included, and you're paying payroll tax for 10 people. Give it take a quarter taxes could be like $30,000.
Right.
So are you really gonna cut that check for $30,000?
Okay. Right.
Okay, but you don't have to pay the other part of the loan with the loan forgiveness.
So
you don't have to pay what you've paid them as far as their
salaries.
Their salaries.
Yes.
But you just still have to be responsible for the taxes.
That's correct.
Okay.
And
compared
most people,
to all of it though, they sound like that's
no.
still...
You understand? Human nature.
Okay.
I'm not paying them $30,000, so I'm gonna keep my money in my pocket, and then go try to get forgiveness.
Right.
Don't go well. You didn't follow the process.
Right.
So you need to already put that money aside for taxes.
Exactly.
Right.
And then get the forgiveness.
Just like being self-employed, you got to pay your own taxes and you got to be really disciplined.
Exactly. So
it's all right. Human nature, like you
human
said.
nature, yeah.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, when they hear forgiveness, they're not really thinking.
Understanding the process.
Right. They're thinking, okay, that's free money. That's free money.
Exactly. So forgiveness seems, okay, I use it for payroll. But keep in mind, 1099 employees are not employees.
Right.
You must be on payroll.
Right.
So 1099 is not an employee.
Correct.
Right.
So and that's another thing people not understanding. Okay.
So you give them a 1099, they're not an employee, but you're still responsible for that money for those taxes.
Exactly.
And then they're responsible again for their taxes.
Exactly. So 1099 doesn't even count.
Okay. So So the idle loan is your preference.
It is my personal preference. Okay. Let me tell you why.
Okay, and let's say what it stands for. EIDL.
Don't even get people to confuse.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it simple. Okay. I'm gonna keep it real simple. No pun.
Disaster loan recovery.
Yes. EDIL. They go to Google. It's easier.
Yeah.
So keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Okay.
The reason why I like that loan so much more. One, it does not end until December 31st.
Oh.
2021.
Okay.
All year. Mm-hmm. Number one. Number two. 570 minimum credit score. So if you don't have good credit right now, you have 7 months to get it fixed.
Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. If you have started your business prior to February 15, 2020, you qualify. Okay.
Okay.
You don't need to submit a tax return. PPP loan, you have to have a tax return.
Okay.
Now you still need to have done your taxes.
Okay.
But you don't need that to submit to get the loan.
But you do need a tax ID, right?
EIN number.
Yeah, EIN number.
Yeah. But let me explain why.
Okay.
All right. So say you're sole proprietorship. You're doing everything on your social security number. Mm-hmm. Say you have an EIN number.
Right.
You both go get the loan. Right. Okay. Because it's a business loan.
Right.
It's going to report to your business credit report.
Okay. Okay.
You have a social security number. Mm-hmm. So say you don't have a house, you're going to buy a house. But then you got a loan from the SBA and your social security number.
Right.
That debt to income ratio you have is way higher.
Yes.
Than what she has over here.
Okay.
Because yes, she has a loan, but it's not on her personal credit report.
Okay.
Yours would be.
Right.
Okay. So that's good information. Okay.
And that's why you need the EIN number.
Okay. So say you're like, well, yes, I'm a sole proprietorship. The only salary I'm doing is for self, because I think sole proprietors can also do PPP loans.
That's correct.
And so that person automatically knows, well, I'm going to have to pay taxes, but I only have to pay taxes on myself. I don't have to pay taxes for the group, basically.
Correct.
So you still say that other loan is still better for that person also?
Yes, because what are you doing with the money? All right, it's 20. If you can go through all the hassle and wait 3 weeks or 4 weeks to get the money, the same timelines for the bigger dollar amount, right?
Right.
So are you going to, what are you trying to do? Are you just trying to pay payroll? Because that money's going to be gone in 2 months.
Right.
Are you going to try to do something really for your business?
Right.
Mm-hmm. So with the idle loan, which you could get up to what, $1 million, $2 million?
$500,000 per business.
Okay.
So you have multiple businesses.
Oh.
It's $500,000.
If you have 3 LLCs, you can get $500,000.
1.5.
Okay, that's nice.
And you got to pay it back.
And you have to pay it back.
You have to pay it back.
It's not one of those. And I think that's the thing that's always limiting to me is loan.
Well, it gives you 30 years.
No, you're right.
Back.
No, but you're right. Loan is.
Yeah.
So,
but you always want to spend other people's money. You don't want to be spending your own money running your business.
Yeah,
that's
correct. Right.
It's the fact of paying it back.
Yeah.
But you understand something like this too. What is your business about? Making money?
Right.
Are you really in business? Are you really a CEO? Because we know a lot of people who put CEO on their business cards and are you really a CEO?
Right.
Are you really going to be for real and be a CEO?
Right.
All right. Are you just going to be a small business owner? There's nothing wrong with both.
And CEOs talk about that is good.
So do you also counsel?
I do.
You counsel those that are scared,
right? When you said right. First thing was financial consultant.
And this is a workbook.
Where's my book?
Yeah.
This is a beautiful workbook.
Yeah, I need a workbook.
Now let me tell you about this book.
Yeah,
every word was written by me. This ain't no ghostwriter, nothing like that. It's copyright. I wrote every word of it.
It's a beautiful book. So do you give that to each of your clients? Is that required reading?
So before COVID, I was actually doing workshops and seminars inside the church.
Okay.
I do a lot of conventions, things of that nature. So I do a lot of public speaking, training these things. Training on financial literacy, so on and so forth.
Okay.
But because our people, and like I said before, I started off doing personal retirement planning.
Right.
And so that book is basically a condensed version of a one-on-one retirement plan.
Okay.
It's every question I was asked for like 7 years.
Great. In
one book. Because it was just repetitive. But I'm like, you know what? There's the meat and potatoes behind it, the passion behind it, because I did it designed based on my daughter's life. Okay. Nobody told me as a child, what should I do?
Right.
So I really mapped it out in the introduction. My daughter was born right at, I think, 2011.
Okay.
And I wrote it all the way out to her retirement.
Right.
That's the design of that book.
So that is a gift for parents everywhere. That's
a gift of love for sure.
It really is.
Well, let's take a little short break so we can make sure to get all your information and see if we have any audience questions or any Facebook questions, because it's a lot.
It is a lot.
And I would definitely suggest you get in contact if you're anything like me, who's fearful of loans and need to think big outside the box.
That's the man.
He's gonna definitely. He is the man for sure.
Listen, I'm scared too, but being broke,
is
scary. I'm so terrified.
I can't be scared and broke. Not scared and broke. Gotta pick one.
Pick one.
So let's take a little short break and join us and come right back.
We're back once more with Mr. Ezra Spear, and we're just wrapping up some of our really burning questions we need to know on financial literacy.
He's in the hot seat.
He is in the hot seat, and we got some burning questions. That's good.
I'm ready. Let's go ahead.
All right. Well, do you have one that you wanted to ask before? Because I have like 12,000
go for
questions.
it.
Well, I just wanted to know, and I might know the answer. Do you have a preference as far as business is concerned, whether they're funded through a credit union or a bank? Is there one that's better than the other?
It depends on your type of business.
Okay.
All right. So for me, like this year and really starting last year with the ice storms and bad weather we have in Houston, right? My thing was I got to do business outside of the state and outside of the city.
Right.
So if that's the case scenario, most of your credit unions are locally based.
Right.
Okay. So if you want to stay local in the neighborhood, within what kind of operation you have, then say you're cutting grass. Landscaping business.
Okay.
You can use a credit union, it's fine.
Right.
Okay.
But if your goal is to scale across the country, you're going to need to have multiple branches in multiple cities.
Good point.
So I have a bank that does that.
Okay.
But it's interesting you say that because, you've always kind of told that if you can, stay with a local bank, ideally, because they can form a better relationship.
They say that, but it depends on, again, where's your money coming from? I need my people to make deposits.
Right.
I need them coming in.
I guess, like you said, depends on what type of business. Because for me as a clinic, I am local.
Correct.
Yeah.
So and typically larger banks have a lot of turnover, because people move around a lot.
Right.
So therefore, you're right. The credit union has a more of or lower turnover typically.
That's
right.
But me, I do business at both.
So I like to do the same. You're right.
Yeah.
So, but you would definitely recommend whether you bank with a bank or credit union, establish a good relationship.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. That's how things get done.
It's so weird because it's like, what is a good relationship nowadays? You can take a picture and make a deposit.
No, let me tell you why.